Hello traders! In that video we will learn how to use historical data from our MetaTrader broker. When you use our own data, we will have better correspondence of the backtest from Express generator and the MetaTrader backtester. So let's start. We will use data export script to export data from MetaTrader, but we will take this script from Expert Advisor Studio because the Expert Advisor Studio and the Express generator uses the same kind of data. So when you have Expert Advisor Studio open, go to Data, and here we find two scripts, one for MetaTrader 4 and one for MetaTrader 5. I will show you how to work with both MetaTrader 5 and MetaTrader 4 because there are some quirks and we will make some fixes. So I will download the Expert for MetaTrader 4. It goes to the download folder. And please remember this script, this is not Expert Advisor. So I will put it in. This is the data folder, user data folder of MetaTrader. I will put it in scripts. Take it from here, put here. And in order to load this script in MetaTrader 4, just you can right click here and click refresh, and it will load the script. If you're in MetaTrader 5, you have to open the script in the editor and click compile. This is for MetaTrader 5. Okay, we have the script, but before starting downloading the data, we have to be sure we have enough bars loaded in the chart. So I already have used EURUSD, and it has loaded data, but I will go to another one. Let's say New Zealand dollar USD chart window, and first, okay, with home and end, we can scroll from to the beginning of the chart and to the end of the chart. When we press the home screen, we go to the beginning of the data series, and it is from March 2023. It is not enough data. How to make it loading more data? First, I'll go to Tools, Options, and I'll go to Charts. Here there are settings for how many bars to have in the history and in the chart. We have here the maximum 250,000, but I know that I can manually add, I can set bigger number, and it doesn't matter how big number you set. When you close the window, MetaTrader will cut it to the maximum possible. So just I put some big number, and now I can load more bars. First, I will disable the scrolling from here because now it's Sunday, the market is closed. But if it's during the active session and new ticks are coming, this will not allow you to load more data. So I will disable the scrolling from here. Now it's disabled, and I press Home key and go to the beginning of the session. But if I continue pressing Home, the MetaTrader will load more and more data if it has. Currently it doesn't load, and this is strange. Probably this broker doesn't have more data. Let's see here. No, it doesn't load more than 1st of May. This is not very good. So I'm not able to show you this how it works. Okay, do you see how it happens? When I press and keep the home key, it loads more data and scrolls the charts. On first click, it was whatever it has, and then when I keep it pressed, it loads more and more data. So this is the way to force it to load the maximum number of bars it has. Now some broker has more bars, some other has less. Let's see what we have in. For EURUSD we have up to 71. Probably we can load this also for the other chart. No, it doesn't load. Anyway, this is how we have to force it to load more data. Then I use this script. Let's go to EURUSD. I use this script to export data. When I run the script on the chart, go to input, and we have some parameters. Here we set the maximum number of bars we want. We can put any number. It don't have limitations here like in the premium data, because the premium data are coming with 200,000 bars. But here, if the brokers has data, let's say, I said, let's make it 500,000 bars. Okay, then we can set the spread, this script, and if you have the newer version of the script, it calculates the average spread from the complete data series. And if you put 0 like it is default, it will use the average spread. If you want, we can put some numbers in points, for example, decimal points, but I will keep it the average. And also the script will calculate the average spread, but will round upward to be evenly divided by 10. So if the average spread is 4 points, it will make it 10 in order to make the backtest more safe. This is the commission. The commission is applied only at closing. So if your broker applies commission in opening and close, just put the sum of these two numbers. I'm not sure, because this is a demo account, what is the commission here. So I will leave it 0, and later I will set this in the express generator settings. Profit generated by 1 watt per point, let's be 1, and the data will be cut up to 2007. Probably will have so many bars only for H4 and day 1 time frames. So the script is running now. It's starting collecting data and exports it. First it exported M1 bars and shows how many bars it has exported, and shows the average spread 0, which is strange. And I'll tell you now why it shows average spread of 0. Because MetaTrader 4 doesn't have spread information. If you want to be more precise with the spread, we need to use MetaTrader 5, because MetaTrader 5 keeps the dynamic spread for the complete data series, and then the program can calculate the actual average spread. So in that case, it uses spread 60, which is too high, but it is because now it's weekend and the broker increases the spread during the weekend. So I will export the data again, but this time I will set spread to 10, because the usual spread is around 2 or 3 points, and I use 10 for any case. And now when I export the data again, the data this time the spread will be 10. The actual spread data will be in the historical data. Where are the data? We can go to File, Open Data folder, MQL4, Files, and here is where MetaTrader exports the file. For security reasons, MetaTrader is limited to exporting files only in its files directory. It is done because if you want you have script or expert advisors for some untrusted source, it will not be able to damage your computer. We have these files. There's some other. I will remove it from here. Okay, and I will put these files in the express generator directory, which, how to open it from here? I'll go to new. No, it's not from here, just I can open new tab. Very good. Can I open it? No, new instance. No, I cannot. I go to express generator, data, and I will make new folder. New folder. This is the Black Bull Markets, and I will make some convenient name. It's not necessary to match completely the broker, because this is just the folder. I call it Black Bull to be shorter, and then I can find this data by using server Black Bull, because actually the server parameter is simply the folder name. I will take these files from here. Can I drag and drop from here? Oh, I can. Very good. Okay, I moved to the file from the MQL4 files folder to the Black Bull folder. Now I'll go to Okay, I'll go to the Express Generator folder, disk C, Express Generator. We previously created some scripts for running the generator. Let's show what we have. In the CMD file, we have a node bin gen, and this runs the generator with the gen init settings. So let's see what we have in the settings file. We have a symbol period, some spread information. Okay, let's tell you something. Yesterday I spoke with a user of Express Generator, and I noticed that the file extension was not visible in his computer. So if the extensions are not visible, and these extensions are very helpful, you can make it available if you click here in these three dots and go to Options, then go to View, and here hide extension for known file types. By default, this option is on. When this option is on, you cannot see the extension of the files, so you cannot distinguish between fetch cmd and fetch.ini. So I will make the extension visible. Options, View, and I will remove this check mark from hide extension from known file types. Now it's much better. Okay, so we have here symbol EURUSD period H1, but because the server is not specified, when I run this script, it will load the premium data. I will click on the CMD file, and it will load premium data EURUSD H1. But I don't want this. I'll stop with Ctrl+C. I want data from Black Bull, so I will write server equal to now the data are loaded successfully. They loaded from folder Black Bull, but inside the data file, it is the full name of the broker. It's Black Bull Market Demo EURUSD H1. I have here specified spread, but when we use own data from our own broker, the swap long and swap short are already included in the data file. So I don't need to specify this. If I want, I can specify the spread. If I not set the spread here, I can specify it, override what we have in the data file, and also for the commission. So this is the way how to import data from MetaTrader. But there is an easier way. Now I exported the data from the broker, from MetaTrader, to its own folder, Open Data folder, MQL4 files, and then I moved the files. But in the newest version of Express Generator, there is an easier way. Now it is Express Generator 2.38, but I know that there is a uploaded version 2.39 which has a very convenient feature. And first I will show you how to upgrade Express Generator. I'll close this here. Terminal bad job, yeah. I will use the terminal. Go to the Express Generator. Not bin fetch. I use the fetch. I didn't specify the symbols, but anyway it runs. So why it runs without symbols? When I go to the Express Generator folder, bin, and see the fetch settings, and go down, the fetch can upgrade Express Generator. And the upgrade process is controlled by three options. Check for upgrade, which is true by default. It means that every time when we run the fetch, when we run the fetch, it checks for update. If there is a newer version, it will automatically upgrade the Express Generator, but only if this option is true. It is true by default. And the third one is update check interval. 24 means it will upgrade, will check and will upgrade at every 24 hours, but not less than 24 hours. And if it was, if I'm using constantly, even if there is a newer version, it will not check for the newer version if 24 hours are not passed. So in order to force it to upgrade, I'll use update check interval. I'll put here dash dash, upgrade check interval 0. It means that it will upgrade every time. And when I run it, newer version is available, 2.39, it downloaded and installed. So if I run it again, it's already 2.39. Now I can use the feature I wanted to show you. Instead of setting the server like a folder, so I'll go to the express generator data and delete this folder. Okay, I'll use the folder of the MetaTrader's files. I'll use the folder where MetaTrader saves the files. So it will not be necessary to copy the files every time. So let's go to File, Open Data Folder, then MQL4, Files, and I'll copy the complete path. I'll click here in this box and copy with Ctrl+C. And for server, I use the, okay, I'll switch off the word wrapping, like that. I use the complete path to the MQL4 files. And it will be good because I will not be necessary to copy the files. So what files we have? We have all for Euro USD. And here in Express Generator, I don't have files from Black Bull Market. Let's try to load M30. And now when I run Gen CMD, it successfully loads Black Bull Market data. It loads 100,000 bars because this is the default settings. Let's set what is the exact option. It is max max data bars, and I'll make it 500,000. I don't remember how many bars we have in this M30, but we'll see how much it will load. I'll stop this again, and we'll run it, CMD. It loaded 100,000 because this was 100,000 was what I exported the last time. I didn't change the option. So, okay, I will show you another trick. We can modify the script, and we'll modify it now, and later we'll modify it again to show you another trick also. We have default option, maximum bars, which is 100,000. But if you want, you can change the default settings to 500,000 bars, and you can change the spread to 10 to be the default one, and you can change the commission to, let's be $2. I'll save and compile this data file. I changed the input parameters, maximum bar, spread, commission, and now when I run the script, in the chart, it already has the default setting, so it is not necessary to change this values again. Just export, and let's see how much it will export. It takes some time. For 1 minute, it has 258,000 bars. For M5, it has also 254,000 bars. And 15 also 250 something. For H1, it has 157,000. And now, let's stop this again. And now it's not necessary to move the data anymore to the Express Generator folder because I have specified the path. I don't need this. For M30 it ordered 200 and 1000. M30, right here it shows 250,000, but here we want ordered 201,000. Updated to July 1st. Yeah, because it reached the hard-coded limitations. And I promise you to show you why the data before. No, it's not. It's ordered from 2007, the January 1st. Yeah, and I promise you to show you why the data before 2007. No why, but yeah, to show you that the data are broken. Let's go to day 1, and I'll use the home key. Do you see the data? It's not bars. In the beginning they are just points, and then it becomes bars, but they don't have open and close information. And with page up and page down, we can scroll the data faster, and from one time it became better. So if you know the data are good, you can reduce this data limitation. So also you can do it here in the file. It's calculated to 2007, but let's make it to 2001. Let's see if you have more data. Just explore this, and what happened? I didn't compile the file. 2001. The file must be compiled. Okay. And then 2001, 500,000 bars. Let's see how many it exports. I'll stop this generator. Let's see if it will be able to hold the complete data set. Yeah, for M30 it ordered from 2003, 250,000 bars. This is better. This is almost all that I want to show you for this video, but there is something that may happen to you, and it needs some fixes. So I'll stop this and go to MetaTrader 5. This issue may happen also in MetaTrader 4, but in one of the demo accounts I'm using for testing, this is from MetaCode's demo, the historical data doesn't work as expected. I have the script imported here. Okay, I run the script with the default settings. It doesn't matter. It's not what I want to show you. You see, you already have average spread, because MetaTrader 5, it has dynamic spread, and the script is able to calculate the average spread, and then it rounds to the nearest divided by 10. I will use the same trick to set the path to this broker. MQ5 files, and these are the files. I'll copy this path. And I will replace the previous one from MetaTrader 4 with the new one. Okay, it's already the new. Save. I will leave the other settings the same. And when I run the script, it happens what it happens. It is not able to load the data file. This issue may happen to you, and now I'll show you how to fix it and why this happens. Let's go to the data folder. Data files. Files. I open this one because it is the shortest. The file starts with a curly brace, and this is the standard way, the standard format of the JSON files. It must start with curly brace. There are also other options, but curly brace is in our case. But we see here the file starts with some other two symbols. And these symbols are called UTF bomb. UTF bomb. When MetaTrader exports files, it uses UTF-8 format. This format is necessary when we want to export text which doesn't contain only Latin characters, like this one. If the text contains some fancy non-Latin characters like Cyrillic characters from Bulgarian and Russian, or Arabic or Chinese characters, you need this UTF-8 format. But for most of the cases, it is not necessary. What I know, the only place where MetaTrader uses this format is if the broker name is not written with Latin characters, but with one local, for example, Arabian. This is not our case, and it will be easy to fix it. So I will modify the script. Okay, and please search this line. Where is this? These lines are around line 155, 4, somewhere. This is where the function save file. And we first open the file for writing, and we set the format to be TXT. TXT means text format. But by default, when MetaTrader saves the file to text format, it uses this UTF format. It has 3 problems with these formats. The first one, the file is twice bigger than if it's not in UTF. The other format is called ASCII format or ANSI. So I will change this file and ANSI. So it was a file TXT, and I will change it to file ANSI. Now it works. So the first problem was, of course, what it affects us, that the file doesn't work because it contains these bomb characters in front. The other one is, did I compile it? Or only save it? Just try again, modify, compile. Okay, it's compiled. Let's go to the data folder again. The second problem is that the files are twice bigger. Now, when I save the files in ASCII format, it will be smaller. You see, the file is 8.5 kilobyte. No, probably it's not point. It is 5,000 kilobyte or 5 megabytes. And when I export it again, it became 4 megabytes. Yeah, because it's written in Latin characters. And now I'll be able to run the script, and Express Generator successfully loaded the file. So if this happens to you, you have to go to the script, modify, and replace file txt to file ANSI. So I told you there are 3 problems with these files. The first one, the files are twice bigger. The second one that most affects us is the file is not working here. And the third problem, which affects the programmers who develops this stuff, is that this UTF is not standard. Actually, there are standards, but there are so many standards that is practically not guaranteed that you will be able to load. MetaTrader 4 exports the file in ANSI in UTF format, and we're able to load in Express Generator. But if we export from this particular broker, from the MetaCodes demo, we are not able. So that is. So what we learned how to import data from MetaTrader, how to copy and put the files to the to make a folder for the broker and to copy the files. And with the newer version of Express Generator, how to set the complete path to the files, and just to use symbols and periods. And also another thing, the last thing for this video, because this video becomes very long, I will stop the generator. I will delete the period and the symbol from here. And I will use this ini file, but I will specify the symbol and the period in the CMD file. Okay, it will load the ini file, and it will know where is the server, where are the files located. And here I can specify only symbol EURUSD period SB M30. Okay, so why this is useful? Later when we start making automated workflows, it will be very useful, but I'll show you now. Just to see, I'll put here start. Start will open a separate window, and it will run this in parallel. Let's make another one. Okay, and then I'll make this M5, M15, M30, and H1. Okay, and even in this case I don't need this stuff, because it simply will run these 4 instances. And now when I click here, it opens 4 different Windowses, and each has a different period. So all are coming from the MetaCodes demo, because we put the server path in the ini file, but each one has a different period, M5, H1, M30, and the other one, where is it? M15. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. Please put a thumb up to the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Bye bye.